Alright, this is round 3 of the second week of 5v5 Grand Arena. I'm in Kyber 4. This is my opponent. 5 GLs, not bad. A lot of Conquest characters though. Darkside Ray, Bane, Malicos, Malgus at Relic 8 with all 3 Omicrons too. Ships, from memory, he's got, all 3 GL capital ships. R8 Piet, but it doesn't really matter here. Decent amount of crons. Very good amount of datacrons, so not looking great for me. However, when we go in here, take a look. No drops on the bottom wall, to be expected really. No drops on the back wall from memory either. But, as you can see up the top, Leia's got 3 holds. So, don't really know. At this point in time, I'm presuming they can't clear Leia. Whether they do or don't, I'll show at the end. But I really need to get some wins in if I want to stay in Kyber for 3v3. That being said, take a look at the teams here. That being said, being in Erodium for 3v3 is probably okay because I don't do super well in 3v3. Although I would like to stay up in Kyber. So, Slicker, my only real option is to Bane, especially with the Slicker Datacron they're using, which I'll probably show soon. So it kind of just depends what else I use where. So because I'm not using Bane, because I have to use Bane on Slicker, on the Relic 10 Slicker, it means I've got to use something else for Lord Vader. And I decide to use JML. Mainly because the Darkside clones are a pretty low relic level compared to my Jedi Knight Luke. I don't really call anyone else to assist. I could bring Herbert Yoda up, but Jedi Luke already hits pretty hard, so with JML's extra damage here, it's quite strong. Turn the volume up a bit. Anyway, this is a pretty doable battle. If I had JKCK, this would be really easy, but I don't yet. I just haven't got around to it. Here's something I need to start going for, but I just haven't really bothered. There's all these other things that I want to get around to first, which I'll go over. I'll probably do a video maybe around the 23rd of January, just doing like a little account update. But yeah, this match is pretty straightforward. As I've said in previous weeks, I need to get a better 5th for this team because Jedi Base doesn't really cut it. Sorry if I'm a bit tired again. I was at a concert last night, Lumineers concert in Sydney, but I had to travel with my girlfriend to get there. So, and we left it just after 10 o'clock. Because she has work. She's at work right now. And also we have a cat to come home and look after, so we ended up leaving kind of early. But even so, it was a very late night. We didn't get back till just after midnight, and the cat decided to wake us up at 6:30-ish, and because he hadn't received heaps of attention last night because he was home with a housemate, but she's busy, so I don't know how much she played with him. But it meant that he was in a bit of a crazy mood last night when we got home, so yeah. Anyway, kind of worried here that Scorch is gonna be tanky, but instantly evaporates, and then I can just start working on the R9 Lord Vader, which is a bit tough. I decided to take out the Nightfall Trooper just so they stop dealing as much damage, really. Although Lord Vader's really racking up the mastery now, so I'm a bit worried. However, my damage is okay, and I've got the Taunted JML, and I'm also quite close to hitting my ult. So, I don't even remember if I ended up getting ult. I think this killed. Yeah, it did. Realistically, I should have waited for the ult to get a couple banners back, but that's okay. Reaver, I didn't really have any other option but to use Phoenix. My Phoenix isn't particularly high relics, but seeing as it's a Relic 7 Reaver and Relic 5 the rest of the team, I'm not really that worried. If I use a decent Cron, then it should be fine. I think I use a support Cron just so that I don't die in the opening salvo from Inquisitors. In hindsight, I probably should have used a pre-taunt for this battle, and it's also the bad attacker Cron, or like a bad attacker Cron, so I'm not really worried here. I probably should have used a pre-taunt, but it didn't matter so much. Sabine tanks it just fine. Thankfully, they hit a non-support character, and then the turn meter loop gets rolling. I do get a lot of characters death marked here, which is a worry, but I work through it. Not so much of an issue. I kind of just turn meter loop the whole team, so no issues there. And I can also, because of the support Cron, I can ignore Reaver's taunt whenever I think she reapplies it at the start of each, maybe not each character's turn. I don't actually know when Reaver reapplies it, but I dispel it enough with my support characters taking a turn that it's not an issue at all. Something I did notice is that Sabine never took a turn, which kind of slowed me down. And I don't actually know how this team works very well. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I think there's something in someone's kit that enemies with torture. I'll take a look quickly. Oh. Don't mind me. My Firefox is fucking being weird. Okay. Anyway, not much is happening here. I'm just kind of waiting to get through it. It must be in Reaver's lead, right? Unless Grand Inquisitor has it on his kit, but I don't think he does. So it's probably somewhere in the lead. Inquisitors gain 40% max health, 20% offense, 30 speed, immune to stun. That makes sense. Bunch of stuff about what's it called? Inflicting purge. There's the thing about death mark. Oh, maybe it's on impatience? No, I don't actually know how impatience works. When she's revived, gains 100% offense and then some defense stacking as well. Yeah, I'm not really sure where enemies with torture can't gain turn meter comes from. Maybe it's Green Inquisitor. Anyway, here I just decided to rip off the band-aid, use Bane. The Datacron that says this slicker Datacron, I don't know if I show it. I don't think I do. The Ufu Cron that says that, or the first order Cron that gives everyone damage immunity, is really good into Bane. I just jack up the cooldowns here. It's really good into Bane because the more debuffs he dispels, the more damage he does. So yeah, that also from memory, he doesn't have the. I somehow killed them all without Vader taking a turn, which is really strange. Unless he did and I skits out, but he's immune to stun, isn't he? Yeah. So I killed them all without that going on. So I don't know what the go is with that. He must have just not had the Omicron applied. Not the master. Yeah, I'm reading Grand Inquisitor's kit, and I really don't know why they can't gain turn meter, but I have noticed it pretty often, so maybe it's in Reva's kit, like whenever she gets hit, enemies with torture. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It is what it is. Anyway, on to this next one here. Queen Amidala, I'm gonna use my Night Sisters. Malgus, I'm still not fully sure. This Mon Mothma Luthen, I wasn't really sure what to do into it. I've still got Queen Amidala. I've still got Slicker, so I'm probably going to use Slicker. My thoughts at the moment, I'm probably going to use Slicker against Malgus, and then I'm going to use Queen Amidala into whatever scary thing's in the back. So I'm trying to save teams here. And I think CLS has a decent chance of winning, especially with an Attackacron, so I can avoid some stealths and whatnot, and hopefully just gun someone down. And then it means I can use my Adrad team into Trench. Here, get some good damage on Rex, and just go swinging. Hoped that would kill, and it didn't, which disappointed me. I think I used this to try and kill Rex, and it didn't. Yeah, it did no damage. Sometimes it does a gazillion, and sometimes it doesn't. And I know how it works, like, by technicality. I know that, like, the more enemies that have died, the more hits it does. But sometimes, like, the hits feel like they don't do much damage, and other times, like, each individual hit feels like it does a lot. So, I don't know. Anyway, this is where the problems arise. Because I don't know when it happens exactly. Yeah. Some sort of bonus damage happened, I think, with the Attackacron, and it crashed my game. And I thought, well, if I wait till the timer goes out, maybe it will save my progress, because I've never experienced this bug before, and yet nothing has happened in the last couple minutes. And I thought, oh, maybe it'll be okay. But then the timer runs out, and nothing happens. So it means I have to forfeit, because Alt F4ing my game does the exact same thing. So yeah, I was very mad about this. Probably a good thing I didn't have my microphone turned on, but it means now I go, shit, well, what am I going to use into this Mon Mothma team? Then what am I going to use into Trench? Because I'm probably going to have to use Adrad on Mon Mothma. So yeah, and don't know why I'm checking the back wall there, just probably to have a look at drops, I think. Oh, and the number of teams, I think. I'm going, well, do I go top wall, clear ships, and clear bottom wall, and then go, well, they couldn't clear my top wall, so I technically win on banners, but oh, here I'm looking at what counters Trench, and honestly, there isn't a lot. Great Mothers only has an 83% chance. Treya works, but I don't. My Treya is on defense and not geared up, so she'd just explode. But I didn't see any Adrad, so I went, well, I'll use Adrad. From memory, I use Adrad on Trench. But I think I go and clear the bottom wall first and just see what I can manage. I don't actually remember. This was recorded like a week ago. Oh, 5 days ago actually. Wow, it's been a long time. I've worked every day this week because I'm on uni holidays, and normally I only work 3 days a week, and very early starts this week too. So, like waking up at 5, which really isn't that bad, but I'm just like not used to it doing it 5 days a week. So, anyone who has to do that consistently, I pity you because that fucking sucks. Anyway, decided to try out Adrad here. It's not the best counter, in all honesty. They gain a lot of turn meter. Here I want to clear my debuffs, although it doesn't really matter because Rex is going to take turns really quickly anyway. Pass the turn to Adrad and get this out to get some assists so that I get more of my ult charge, and also get some protection up going, get some recovery. Yeah, God. Realistically, I could have. Oh, she might have had tenacity up. I don't think so though. I realistically could have used Jin's stick to get another turn, but yeah, this was really close. But luckily, because of I think Relic Delta does affect Adrad's thing here. So unfortunately, he had tenacity up, so he resisted the 10 meter thing, and of course she revives Rex. I would have wanted her to revive literally anyone else. But my hope is that a couple Adrad AoEs are gonna blow up Mon Mothma, and here with Rex having 6 stacks, I thought, oh, he'd die too, but he just didn't. Rex is just such a nightmare character to deal with. Healing immunity is really good here, coming from the K2SO part of the Cron, not that it really mattered. And then one AoE blows Rex out of the water. Don't know why that is. I actually thought he'd live that, but oh well. And then Luthen gets taken down, so I have a feeling he pinches a banner or two. No, he doesn't. Great. So, unfortunately, I could have used that first go and then used CLS, probably on the Afra team down the bottom, because now I'm kind of lost as to what I want to use where. But I decided to use Queenie Pop here. I think I just use a support cron. Or do I use an attacker cron? I think I just use a support cron though. Oh no, I use a turn meter cron. Cool. Excellent. I think turn meter cron's really strong, especially on. I think it's strong on both. Like, arguably, it's stronger than the 15% health and protection, but I don't know, it kind of depends on the team and a couple other factors. Some teams just want a really tanky tank. Anyway, here I'm like, oh, let's get Trench out, because Trench is like probably one of the more worrying tunes in this lineup. And then Watt dies, and then everyone just kind of falls after that. Like, Dooku is about to blow up. I should have used the call to assist to kill Dooku here, but doesn't really matter. Blows up anyway. Newt is gone. Here I'm a little bit worried because I don't remember if anyone has like turn meter removal in the kit, but they don't. So Django's about to take a turn and still has another turn, which I didn't realize at the time. I thought that he'd already taken one, but apparently not. So he just assisted off of Dooku, I realized. So still waiting. This kills Newt. In my mind, apparently it doesn't. I don't know. I always think of Newt Gunray as like a really weak character who just like dies to everything. But Apparently not. Also, Django's really taking a hit here. Didn't really matter. 65, and then I've got to see what's in the back and hope that I can full clear it. Because I don't remember if I don't think I scouted. And then I saw Levi exec and went, well, shit. I can't clear both. So, yeah, that really disappointed me, but I thought, well, if you can't clear Leia, maybe I can just be really efficient with the rest of my battles and get enough banners to just outshine this guy. Especially because ships are worth more than you can. Ships are worth more banners than the bottom wall. So hopefully, the two ships will make up for the fact that, like, taking out two ships will make up for the fact that, fuck me, I can't talk. That I couldn't clear the third one. Here, marked Poby 1, gave it to Spirit, which I think is going to be the play from now on. I tried... Oh yeah, also they were taking a bunch of turns and I didn't realise they had the weird support cron, the one that grants turn meter when they get buffs, which is actually really good on this team. I did not appreciate how strong it is with a team that is always giving up buffs to teammates. So yeah, here Morgan dies, which is really worrying. However, I get a kill here. Yeah. And so I've just got to work my way through it without a tank. However, with everyone getting stealth, it's kind of worrying. Hopefully I can get a turn here and blow up Queen Amidala, which I do. And then I can just work through the rest of them. So, lost some banners again, which is really, really tough. I'm pretty annoyed about my performance in this GAC, all things considered. Although that CLS crash was very unfortunate, so is what it is. Malgus, I'm just going to use Slicker. I don't think I try the Stranger. I'm not sure if how well the Stranger would work. I think Slicker's just, at this point, I don't really want to be testing things, especially if I still have a chance to get more banners than my opponent here, especially if they can't clear my other teams. So, like, if they've used everything trying to get through Leia and they can't get through Jabba, then I might be in the clear. So, they do have a lot of GLs on offense still. Also, Slicker just absolutely dominates here. Yeah, they've still got a lot of GLs on offense here, so I don't know. I presumed they'd used all of them, and they wouldn't be able to clear both Leia and Jabba. But I don't actually really know what they still have left over on offense. So, and at this point in time, there's still like 13, 14 hours till GAC closes. Anyway, here, I don't actually remember what I used here. I think I just used the Stranger so I could get to the back wall. Yeah, from memory, I think I just used the Stranger. Because may as well, right? Like, I need to clear this wall. I need to do it efficiently. So why not throw in the team that is going to absolutely dominate? So just chuck on a attacker cron. I've got so many leftover crons. I need to use more. I need to use stronger stuff on defense. Like put stronger crons on defense, but also like I want to keep one for my Wampa right now. A couple other things. She used the wrong ability too, and she doesn't get the droid because Stanner is on this team. So, hee. Anyway, just do this and it kills. So at this point, I'm like, oh, well, that was particularly easy. Unfortunately, I do get all my banners stolen though. So, Probably should have thought about that a bit more. Here I don't want to let Hondo live. And then it didn't matter because I got a kill with Stranger's first special, which gives all, like, fully heals me. So yeah, that was pretty straightforward. Gungans, Great Mothers, and Iden, which Iden was pleasant to see because I went, oh, maybe my Wampa can do something. I don't really have any other options right now. And I went, last time it was pretty close with, like, last time I fought an Iden Cron, and they had lower relics. Like, some of them were gear 12, so I was like, but great dodge there. They also have Death Trooper, which I don't know if it's better or worse for me. But this Iden is just hitting like a truck, so she must be better modded. Like, she must have better mods than the last set I fought. Here I'm just trying to turn me to loop and get to my first special, but yeah, she just hits like an absolute train. So yeah, I don't see myself clearing anything else here, unfortunately. I don't really have any other teams, which sucks. But it means I get to go and clear out some ships. So, I decided to leave Leviathan, I think. Or did I try all three? I might have tried all three, actually, and done... No. So, my two options were try all three, do Profundity with, like, Mark 6 or something against Leviathan. Here I'm just calculating to see how many banners I need, just in my head. And I was like, yeah, but that can lose a decent amount of the time. But I kind of need Rogue One here, regardless if I use Profundity or Home One, because Home One with Rogue One and B-Wing does beat Executor, like, somewhat consistently. My friend's done it a couple times. So, yeah, I ended up deciding that I was going to use this lineup here, which beats Executor super easily, to get as many banners as I can, rather than risking getting, like, next to no banners, because if I lose against Leviathan and then I chalk the like, absolutely fumble the match against Exec with Home One and Rogue One, then I'm cooked and there's not a chance at all. So I decided to go this way and get as many banners as I can on both Finalizer and Executor, and just leave Leviathan. I'm not even going to give Leviathan another attempt, namely because I'm not going to be able to kill anything. Like, Leviathan is such a strong fleet to anything that's not a GL fleet. Like, it's so broken. It's so broken. I did this just so I could show off the basic, because I love the Rogue One basic. Rogue One basic does so much damage with Profundity lead. I mean, it's not like Marauder basic level of boom, but it's pretty high up there. Like, it's 50k damage plus like 25% or 24% of its max health, like Rogue One's max health. Like, it's really strong. If anything, I could take up the pilots a bit more, just so it, like, in relics, so that I could get a bit more damage, a bit more speed, a bit more health, like, but I'm not really bothered, mainly because they're already at relic 5 and I don't need Rogue One to hit any harder. Anyway, this is a bit sketch banners wise. It either goes really well or really poorly, and especially because Kylo Ren's ship gets turn meter when allies are hit, I think. Or no, when it gets hit, it pumps damage. I don't remember. There's something about it that makes it. Yeah, it's definitely gaining turn meter here. Anyway, it's just I don't want this battle to last, because if I hit Kylo enough times, he's just going to use his good dodge, by the way, use his second or first special and just absolutely nuke one of my guys. So lucky I got an assist though, and I passed the turn to Ghost, and then I can get some damage going and call this in and hopefully get a kill. Didn't get a kill. Use the basic, try and kill, and then first special kills. So yeah, 73 banners, pretty good. End out getting what is that? Yeah, 80 banners, 83 banners ahead, which means even if they clear Jabba, but they still can't clear Leia, I should win. So I'm pretty happy here. There's no chance I'm doing anything else anywhere. Like, I just don't have the teams for it. So yeah, that was pretty good match, all things considered. I am pretty happy with my performance, and I think I played the efficiency game really well. However, they came back and full cleared. So I ended up losing this round too. And that demoted me to Kyber 5, which has really pissed me off. But because I get 20 less crystals per day. Sucks. But not really much I can do. Like, I knew Kyber was going to be tough. And I'm just a few teams short of like having anything good. But by the next 5v5, I should have enough teams to be able to do something in Kyber. And if I plan my strategy a bit better, I should be okay. But I've still got another week. I need to get 2 wins out of my 3 to stay in Kyber for 3v3. I don't know if that's going to happen, in all honesty. But I'm so far happy with my Kyber debut. I'm doing better than I thought I would. I thought I'd get stomped every round, which, to be fair, like the 2 rounds I've won, it's because my opponent hasn't done heaps, but this match was pretty close, and I was very hopeful with it. It just didn't work out. Anyway, stay tuned for GAC Week 3, Round 1. It'll come out... it's going to be a raw footage one, just because I felt like it. So I'll have to do a little bit more editing just to cut out any, like, things I say that I probably don't need to include. However, that should come out Monday, I believe. So Sunday for anyone that's not in Australia, most likely. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.